Hello and welcome children. I hope my videos are useful for you. Today I shall be teaching English of class 7, unit 2, subunit 2.3 Abdul becomes a courtier. This is adapted from the story Enter Mullah Do Piazza by Pratibha Nath, and this story can be enacted as a small skit for any school function. In this chapter, conversation between Abdul with his father, Abdul and the merchant, Abdul and the king. The story takes place using rhymes. Let's start the story. See on page number 30. 2.3 Abdul becomes a courtier. Now here father, who is a schoolmaster, is getting ready to go to school. And now first one, that Abdul, who is talking with his father, what he said, let's see. Abdul: Father, to knowledge and erudition I aspire, to study hard and deep books I require. Will you lend me a little gold? Books I shall buy and study to rise high in the world. Just now I told you that in this story rhyming words are used. If you will see first four lines, you will get idea. Aspire, require, gold and world. These are the rhyming words. Now here Abdul, who has one dream, and the dream is to become courtier. In order to become courtier, he needs to study a lot, and therefore he wants his father to lend him little gold so that he can complete his study and fulfill his dream. After that, what was the reply of his father? Let's see. Father: Only the first half of the month has passed, but alas, the money doesn't last. Great books and manuscripts are so expensive. They are treasures, rare and exclusive. But from my school, I will try to borrow books that will take you to a brighter tomorrow. Again, here you can see that past, last, expensive, exclusive, borrow and tomorrow. These are the rhyming words. So now what his father told to him, that his father is working as a schoolmaster and he did not earn a great salary, and therefore he could not afford the costly books, and therefore he decided, and he told to his son that when he will go in school library, he will borrow the books, and so that he could secure his child's future. Children, manuscript means what? That book or documents which is written by hand, it is not printed. Okay, let's see. Now he was eagerly waiting for his father. What will happen, we will see now. Abdul: That will be great. How eagerly I wait. In the evening when father returns. Now his father returned back to home. Abdul: How many books could you get? Oh my, now my life will be all set. Father said, I'm so sorry, son. Couldn't lay my hands on even one. Couldn't lay my hands means that even he did not want to touch a single book. He does not want that he should borrow books from the school library, and he used to give that books to his son. So he could not lay his hands on even a single book. Chorus means what? A part of story repeated after every verse, means whatever the story is shown, okay, or played, that is repeated after that again by a group of people, and that is known as a chorus. Poor Abdul is sad and dejected. Dejected means depressed. Dejected ponders means he was thinking carefully. He became very nervous. Why my wishes are thus rejected? Continue to do his daily chores means routine practice, his daily practice. Reads borrowed books in tens and scores. An idea then crosses his mind to serve the rich and get paid in kind. Now next scene, that is Abdul approaches a rich merchant. Abdul said, I am a poor student. Give me a chance to serve. Observe my work. Pay only what I deserve. Merchant: You appear to be smart. Be my clerk. I shall pay you well if honestly you work. Now some days passes, and the merchant called Abdul again. Merchant said, I am pleased with your work and loving care. You are indeed a gem, quite rare. Gem means a precious or semi-precious stone. So now he is comparing Abdul with that precious stone. I shall give you a reward if your demand is fair. Abdul, excited now, may I now read the books in your store? Quench my thirst for knowledge. Now here quench my thirst means what? Now he is feeling thirsty for the knowledge. I need nothing more. Chorus. Days passed by. He learned and learned, gaining the knowledge for which he yearned. Philosophy. Philosophy means the study of fundamental nature of knowledge. Astronomy. Astronomy means study of space or universe. Arabic and Persian. Abdul the scholar now is one in a million. Will he come to the emperor's notice? Will he be given an honorable office? Let's hope that Abdul will achieve his goal. Now Abdul's friend, news for you, Abdul. The emperor has answered your prayer. The royal Murgi Khana is now under your care. Now what happened? That friend came to him and he said that good news which he got from the emperor, that Abdul got a job in Murgi Khana. Okay. Abdul said, what? The Murgi Khana for me, a scholar, intellectual, sagacious, astute, made a poultry keeper. Never mind. The chance I won't refuse. It is an opportunity. I shall put it to good use. When Abdul got message that he is appointed as a poultry keeper, that time he became little bit nervous because he was thinking that he is very intellectual person, he is a scholar person, and why he got such type of job. But even he said that never mind, the chance I won't refuse. It is an opportunity, I shall put it to good use. Even he thought positively and he accepted that job. Children, let's see on page number 32. Chorus. Abdul worked with conviction, zeal and passion. Conviction means with full confidence. Now again he started his job in full confidence. The hens were given a new kind of ration. The birds seemed to be in the pink of health, but nothing was spent from the emperor's wealth. Now emperor, he asked to his minister, how is that? Why are we spending so little on our hens? How most of them died in the pens? Minister replied, no, your majesty, they are alive and well. The secret of their health only Abdul can tell. Now what happened? That emperor was thinking that his hens were died, but minister replied him, no, they are all alive and well, and that secret is their health secret is known by Abdul. He will tell to you what he has done for that hens. Abdul entered and bowed before emperor. Now emperor asked to Abdul, how come you spend so little on our hens? How do you nourish them at no expense? Abdul replied, Jahapana, your humble servant feeds them well. Food from the royal kitchen, if I may tell, but only scraps. Scraps means what? Bit of uneaten food after meal. And shells and kitchen waste. That's enough for the hens. They relish the taste. Relish means great enjoyment. They enjoyed with that taste. It's good for their health. So see how they thrive. Thrive means grow and developed. Waste not, want not, that's my drive. Emperor said, interesting young man, you seem to have brains. We put you in charge of the library for all your pains. Chorus. Oh no, not again. Only a keeper of books. And he wished to be a courtier. How sad he looks. Now Abdul thought, never mind. I love books. I shall get down to work. I shall handle this well. My duties I won't shirk. Shirk means avoid or neglect. Now again he thought positively, no, whatever job I got, I should accept that. And he agreed with that job. Let's see on page number 33. After 1 year, the emperor is looking at the books in the library. Now what happened? Emperor entered in the library. Okay, he wanted to see the condition of books and library. Emperor, what? All these books have such expensive jackets. Surely they have cost a fortune. Silks, brocade and velvet. Abdul said, No, your majesty. The expenses were none. Emperor, I can't believe it. Then how was it done? Abdul said, Your Majesty, I observed that the formal requests were sent to you in bags made of the fabric best. When the papers were read, the bags were discarded. Why waste the silk, velvet, brocade? I demanded. The royal tailors made the jackets, nothing did they take. Each book was dressed for your Majesty's sake. Emperor heard all these things. After that, he became very happy. Emperor said, You have great merit. I had realized much earlier. I am happy to announce now you are my courtier. Chorus, wits, brains and perseverance. Perseverance means understanding, presence of mind. Help Abdul achieve his aim. Patience means without becoming annoyed. Determination. Determination means firmness towards the purpose. Determination won him great fame, name and fame. So, the story ending happily. And at the end, whatever his goal, whatever his purpose, he achieved his purpose. And because of his patience, because of his determination and positive thinking. Children, I hope that you understood and like this story very much. Correct? No? Now we will turn towards the question answers. Let's see now. Children, before English workshop, we will see some questions are given on page number 30, 31, 32 and 33. So first of all, we will discuss about that questions. Let's see on page number 30. Guess the meaning of a brighter tomorrow in the context of the play. So what is the meaning of a brighter tomorrow? So brighter tomorrow means better future. You have to write down the meaning of brighter tomorrow is a better future. Second question is given over there. What does Abdul want to do? How does he plan to do it? So what he decided? What was his purpose? Abdul wants to gain knowledge and learning to rise high in the world. He plans to do it by buying plenty of books and studying hard. Children, see on page number 31, that first question is find pairs of rhyming words used in this passage. So which are the rhyming words? Serve, deserve, clerk, work, care rare, rare fair, store more, learn yearn, Persian million, notice office, prayer care, refuse use. This much words, rhyming words are given on this page. Next question is guess the meaning of a gem in the context of this play. So meaning of gem is an outstanding or worthy person, and here Abdul is compared with gem. Gem, that is the precious stone. Question, find words, phrases that mean rare. Rare means one in a million, a gem. Next one, what request must Abdul have sent to the emperor? So Abdul must have requested the emperor to make him his courtier. See on page number 32. How did Abdul manage to feed the birds well without spending money? Abdul fed the birds well on scraps, shells, waste from the royal kitchen, which did not cost any money. It was not only good for their health, but the hens also loved the taste. They developed well. Next question is, how did the emperor reward Abdul for his good work? Do you think the emperor's action was right? That answer will be, The emperor rewarded Abdul for his good work by putting him in charge of the library. And sub question, do you think the emperor's action was right? So you have to write down that answer in your own words. Children, let's see on page number 33. How did Abdul manage to get expensive jackets for the books? Here you have to write down official documents were sent to the emperor in silk, velvet and brocade bags. These bags were later discarded. Abdul collected the bags and got the royal tailors to make jackets for the books. Thus, he managed to get expensive jackets for the books without spending any money. Next one, Abdul got the royal tailors to work for making the jackets. What skill does it reflects? So here you have to write down that Abdul's skill, presence of mind, then he used best and make best. Let's see now English workshop. See on page number 34. Whenever I will tell you that page number, that time you should keep your textbook in front of you and you have to open that page when I start to teach or when I start to discuss. Okay, so see page number 34. First question, from the play find all the words that are related to the following: knowledge and learning, fabrics, books, work. Now here you have to find out the words from the lesson which are related given words. Okay, for example, first one is given that knowledge and learning. So which words are related with knowledge and learning? Fabrics. Fabric means which type of fabrics are given over there. So like these words you have to find out, and you have to add, if you knows more words about given words, you have to add some more words in your writing. Okay, now turn towards the second question. Discuss the following. From that first question is, Abdul gets what he wants in the end. What is the major factor that contributes to this success? Some points are given over here. His learning of books, his intelligence, his attitude, his relations with other people, his luck. So here, if you will ask me same thing, I will tell that I think that major factor that contributes to Abdul's success is his attitude, and even his patience, determination towards his goal or aim. And even you can say like this way, that he also cheerfully accepted whatever task he got, whatever job he got, and he worked with zeal and sincerity. Next question. The emperor says he had realized earlier that Abdul has great talent. Does this tally with his actions? Give your opinion. Now here you have to write down in your own words what you are thinking. Okay, about that emperor say he had realized earlier that Abdul has great talent. Is he realized earlier or he realized afterwards? See next question, number 3. Write a letter from Abdul to the emperor requesting the emperor to give Abdul a suitable job. Now here it's an imaginary one. Okay, so imaginary letter you are going to write down that in this letter you have to write the tone and manner in which Abdul and the emperor have been presented in the play. Next one, rewrite the play in the form of a short story. Now here whatever story you understood, you have to write down the whole story from the beginning to the end, and even you have to add moral. Question number 5. Suggest at least one method of creating something useful or beautiful from waste. Now it's an activity, or you may say project. So for this you have to prepare something creative from waste. Next question, write how you take care of your books. So it's a common sense, correct? No? And how you are taking care of your books, you have to write down in your own words. Let's turn to language study. Common nouns. Common nouns can be classified in one more way: concrete noun and abstract nouns. Concrete noun stand for things that you can actually touch or see. For example, school, house, bags, butterflies, child. Abstract noun stand for ideas, feelings, qualities, actions, state, etc. For example, life, time, goodness, progress, kindness, childhood, honesty, mathematician. Can you spot at least 3 abstract nouns in the following paragraph? So now you have to be find out abstract noun from given paragraph. You might be remember that last time I sent you link of types of noun, and in that link concrete and abstract both nouns, both types are included. So if you know more about this, you have to watch that link again and write down 10 examples of concrete noun and abstract noun. This time you have to write down these examples in your classwork notebook, okay, instead of your grammar notebook, because last time I told you the types of noun you have to note down in your grammar notebook. So already it is written over in grammar notebook. Now this in your classwork notebook. At least 10 example of concrete noun and 10 example of abstract noun. Children, I hope that you understood whole story and English workshop. Now yours duty that you have to write down all question answers in your classwork notebook. And now I am going to tell you some questions. Try to write that answers also. So please note down that questions in your notebook. Answer the following questions in one sentence each. From that first one is, what was Abdul's father's profession? Second question, how many books could Abdul's father get for him? Question number 3, what was the merchant's reaction to Abdul's work? And fourth question, what job did the emperor give to Abdul? Now students, all these answers you have to write down in your own words. Students, read this story carefully at least 2 to 3 times, and whatever the hard words are there in this story, you have to find out meaning from the dictionary and note down in your notebook. Okay? So take care students. Bye bye. Have a nice day.